Hey guys, what's up? It's Destiny and this is my YouTube channel, Destination Productions. Today I'm going to be doing my review over episode 4 of Arrow, Corto Maltese. And as usual, we have a lot to talk about because this episode was amazing as always. But it also left us with a lot of questions. Of course, those classic cliffhangers that they get us with every week. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's just get right into the video. But before we start, I just have one thing to say. This video will contain spoilers from episode 4, so just be aware when you're watching this. As always, I'm going to break it down with my top 5 moments of the episode, and then I will give you guys a brief overview over next week's episode, episode 5. So my 5th moment of the episode was the Diggle helping Lila out with some Argus stuff. To me, this is just basically a breakdown of what's going to come in the future for the whole Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller, Lila, and Diggle story arc. I can't wait until they do the first full Suicide Squad episode of the season where they bring in Deadshot and Bronze Tiger and all of those, and hopefully we might get to see Harley Quinn. It's not been confirmed, but we could always hope. But just to reiterate, Amanda Waller is one of those flashback characters because she's running things in Hong Kong as well in present day, so be on the lookout for anything pertaining to her character. Next up, we have Thea's training, and plus, Thea is now back in Starling City. Now, this is huge. I didn't think that she would be coming back to Starling City. I thought that she was going to stay in Corto Maltese with Malcolm and continue her training. But it all makes sense now because I've seen that promo trailer for next week. It's all just setting it up for then. Lots of cool things are going to be happening with next week's episode, but I will go ahead and tell you guys about that at the end of the video. So my third thing is Ray Palmer. Now, we saw him looking at the computer and he was going over some files that were labeled secret weapons or something of that nature. I'm not exactly sure what any of this stuff was meant for, but I can bet you guys it will come into play very soon. Another thing that was happening during that time was Felicity mentions that her friend woke up from a coma, which we all know to be Barry Allen. She will actually appear on the Flash episode 4, so she probably won't be in next week's episode of Arrow. I don't recall seeing her in the promo video for that either. My second moment of the episode is Laurel. Now, the show is taking her to the Black Canary much faster than what I anticipated. She's much more aggressive now, as you guys can tell. She's training now with Ted Grant, which we saw. If you guys didn't know, Ted Grant is a comic book character. He's a prized championship boxer who trained many of the young Justice League heroes such as Black Canary. The show is pushing Laurel towards Canary quickly. You know, we saw her wearing the jacket. She's training. Oliver refused to train her, although I think that that will change at some point. Since she is getting some type of training, and it's very formal training, she will eventually, in my opinion, I think she's going to go off and try to save people or beat up the bad guys, and I think that she's going to get hurt again, but this time more severe, and Oliver is going to end up showing her how to fight, or at least somewhat, just that way she can, better protect herself, even though he said in this episode that Sara would never forgive him if he started training her sister. So my number 1 overall moment from the episode was the return of Nessa Al Ghul. So basically she just busts into the Arrow Cave and demands to know where Sarah Lance is, and of course she's 10 feet underground now, buried, but Oliver is going to have to do a lot of answering to her and the League of Assassins. I believe at this time Nesta's uncle is still in love with Sara, so that's going to be very heartbreaking to see. And also, Quentin Lance still doesn't know that his own daughter is dead. So we have those people to grieve. And then we also saw in the promo trailer that Malcolm Merlyn is back in Starling City. And in the promo he says something like, break your vows and kill your sister's father. Now this basically meant Oliver gets the chance in next week's episode to kill Malcolm Merlyn, which is Thea's biological father. Now, of course, I don't think Oliver's going to kill him for whatever reason, just because John Barrowman is way too much fun, and he's a season regular for this year. So he's not going anywhere, but it's fun to flirt with the idea a bit. But thank you all for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below stating character you like the best, Rhea Palmer or Ted Grant. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.